In this video, I'll be telling you the best new tips for Nyx after the 3.0 update. I'll be showing you the best build for Nyx and how to best use your weapon points for her. I'll also be showing a solo gameplay to demonstrate these tips and show her new abilities. And if these tips do help, then leave a like and subscribe. Now for the video. Now, the best build for Nyx if you're above level 14 is Molotov Bomb, Cluster Bombs, Vampire Teeth, and either Jungle Shoes or Holy Sandals. With this build, you'll be able to play aggressive since you can heal mid-battle. And in this battle, I didn't even need to use the health kit. You will also be able to escape any fight even against the fastest characters. This is not only because of your dash, but because of your Jungle Shoes and Holy Sandals. I prefer Jungle Shoes to Holy Sandals though because you only get to use Holy Sandals for a little bit of the map, and most likely you will have a little bit of bushes near you whenever you need to escape, since bushes is more common than water in the map of Zuba, but it really depends on where you choose to fight in Zuba. But yeah, if you ever need to escape in a fight, then this will help drastically. This next build is for anyone level 13 or below like me, and if you're level 9 or below, then pick your build based off of this one. Molotov Bomb, Cluster Bombs, and Vampire Teeth. The only thing that you'll be lacking is an extra slot that you would use to be faster, but you're not missing much. What matters most is how you use your weapon points, so make sure to pay attention to the next part. Now for the best way to use Nyx's weapon points, and this strategy goes for anyone of any level. And at the end of this part, I will tell you an easy way to get weapon points. For your bow, use your points in this order, and it doesn't matter how many you have. Range, velocity, and cooldown reduction. But as you see here, you want to have the majority used in range and velocity. So if you have 1 or 2 extra, use them on those. And knockback is useless since your bow isn't used for that in the first place. So it isn't worth using weapon points on them. For your bomb, use your points in this order. Radius, range, and cooldown reduction. But as usual, cooldown reduction comes last, and a new feature that Nyx has makes your bomb do knockback automatically, so your knockback isn't needed. For your shotgun, use range, velocity, and cooldown reduction all in that order. And if you have enough points, range and velocity are now more powerful than what Nitro Shotgun used to do. Now for an easy way to get weapon points for super cheap. Go to upgrades and then go to level 1. From there will be a lot of weapon points and weapon damage upgrades that you can get for super cheap. But I would stop using your money at around level 9 or 10 because that's where it starts getting more expensive. So before buying the ones around your level, buy these for super cheap and save some money. Now for the solo round where I will show you some new abilities and some different ways you can now play with Nyx because of the new changes. In this round I will be using Molotov Bomb, Cluster Bombs, and Vampire Teeth. Obviously, as a Nyx, the first thing that you want to do is get as many weapons as you can, and it really doesn't matter how good they are, just get them. And as a Nyx, it shouldn't be that hard. And already I'm going to have a golden weapon and a silver weapon, so it's off to a good start. And there is someone here. Hopefully I can get a shotgun, and after that, I will be good to really fight anyone in the game. So let's just take out this level 8 really quick, and it shouldn't be that much of a struggle, and he is dead. So let's just get that med kit, and like I said before, we just need to get a shotgun and then we'll be set. There is a golden bow over there, which I definitely want to get so I can show you guys something. Like I said before when I was talking about weapon points, you can put range on your bomb and on your bow, and although it doesn't show as much in this round, it will if you use the exact set of weapon points as I showed you a minute ago. In this round, I was using different weapon points, so it doesn't show exactly, but it will still show you how much and how well the range works for your bomb and for your bow to an extent. And as you start to play with this build, you will definitely start to see how aggressive you can be because of your bomb and how powerful it is. Even if you have a silver, it is still extremely powerful against any character in the game, except if they have fire resistance or fire repellent. But if I'm being honest, a lot of people do not use fire repellent since it's just a waste of a slot. But yeah, in the end, I did end up killing this level 10, and if you look back, I didn't even have to use a single medkit, so it was definitely easy to take him out, especially with the golden bow. And if you pay attention to whenever I hold out my bow, you'll see that my screen enlarges, and really it just gives me a larger view of the map and this is extremely powerful. But as I said before, this isn't even the full capacity since I'm not using the exact set of weapon points I said before. But this is just not even using the full capacity. So imagine using the full capacity. It's just so much more powerful than before, and it just gives her a lot more power and allows her to do a lot more things, since now she is less vulnerable to people with far range. And with that said, I'd say that she's now more vulnerable to fast people like Fuzzy or Molly. And at this point in the game, the only people that I really needed to kill was 2 people, which is this Milo, which I really had been wanting to kill. It just seemed like she had never-ending medkits, and at that point I knew that she had no more medkits. The issue was that she was across the island, and I didn't want to have to travel through the water because I could easily get stuck. So I decided to play on the safe side, and eventually I found a barrel, which I used to just hide out and camp out until the circle got smaller, so that she would have to come away from the water and away from her zone of the map. And finally, the beaver came to me and tried to take my barrel, and it was actually successful. But either way, she was doing a bit of damage, but I had 2 more mech hits. The only thing that I hate about beavers is that they, in my opinion, are extremely overpowered in really every way. They can heal themselves literally at any point in the game, and they can throw over anything in the game, including over houses, so it's just extremely overpowered. But as you saw there, she had no chance against our bombs together. It was like we were working as a team, but we weren't going to for long. I kept on throwing my bombs at her repeatedly, hoping that it would eventually kill her, and as you can see there, one of my bombs ended up destroying her. She was on no medkits at the time, and I was just using my bow to see farther. She did end up killing herself with the fire, which was a bit bothering. But other than that, that is it for the best tips for Nyx. If you did enjoy and if these tips did help, then leave a like and subscribe. And also comment down below what other characters you want me to do a best tips video on after the 3.0 updates.